Daniel chapter 2, verse 40 through 45. And the fourth kingdom shall be as strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdue all things. And as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas thou sawest the feet and the toes, part of potter's clay, and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. But there shall be in it the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with mere clay. What does that suggest to you? The kingdom shall be strong like iron, and be strong as iron, but also it's mixed with mere clay. Ponder on that question as I read the rest. Verse 42. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and partly of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. 43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with mere clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Verse 45. For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountains without hands, and that it breaketh in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great God hath made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure. My interpretation of those verses suggests that the fourth kingdom is America. From the 1600s till 2017, America went through slavery, civil rights, the alt-right versus Black Lives Matter. Now, what am I trying to say? Iron, once you turn it into a weapon, controls a lot of people, animals, whatever you're trying to control. The iron suggests that it is a weapon of destruction. Discernment clay, the mere clay, suggests that it has some soft things and some hard things. And verse 43 says that the iron is mixed with ceramic clay. They will mingle with the seed of men. What do you think that means? Look at, for example, a typical home. When you first walk through the door, most doors are made of wood, ceramic clay. But the hinges that the door swing on, the lock that you lock the door with, the knob that you turn, usually is made out of metal. So you got iron mixed with wood or soft substance. Take the typical automobile, the frame, the motor, the powertrain, with the exhaust system and the transmission, all made out of iron. But the tires, the seat, the dashboard, mere clay. You got iron mixed with clay. Most kitchen dinette sets, you got tables and chairs. The tables are usually made out of wood or something kind of soft and manipulative. But the iron are the screws, and they fasten the screws through the wood. You got iron mixed with clay. A couch, a desk, most things that we have is a soft material mixed with some iron or screws or whatever to hold it all together, which suggests and tells you that by men consuming these things and using these things, they mingle with the seed of man. Even a pair of pants, that jeans that men and women wear, soft material, are the jeans, but it got a zipper in it most of the time, or buttons made out of iron. Everything that we have is iron and a soft, mirror clay substance mixed together. Our televisions nowadays, our plasma TVs, they got hard plastic, just like the dashboard of a car. This plastic is made out of clay, then it's shaped, and then it's hit with a fire so it can hold the shape. But then it's some metal mixed in with it, whether it be screws or whether it be some wire. Everything has iron mixed with clay, just like the foot of the statue in Nebuchadnezzar's dream. That's why I call this fourth kingdom America, because everything that men depend on has iron and clay mixed together, soft material and hard material. Now, why I say it has some rapture-like substance? Let's look at verse 44 again. Verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed. That is the gospel of Jesus Christ. He set up a kingdom. So when he keep his promise and come back, and the Christians live for the 1,000 year material, 1,000 year millennium rule, then the kingdom won't be destroyed. The Christian community or kingdom, it won't be destroyed because the Christians will be with the Lord. Okay? And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these other kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. It won't be left to other people like the Muslims or the Buddhists. You have to decide that you believe in Jesus Christ, and this kingdom is left to you. You're set apart, you're sanctified, you're different from others. And verse 45, for as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it brake in pieces the iron, brass, clay, silver, and gold, the great God hath made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. Christianity is a mountain not built with hands, but built with a doctrine. And it supersedes iron, brass, clay, silver, and gold. How? Because those are worldly things. The world is built on them things. But the doctrine and the belief of Christianity means that it has surpassed those things. Christians don't depend on materialism. They get away from these things because they're worldly. We're told not to have them as the thing that drive us most. What drives us most is the Lord. And so, therefore, The dream is certain and its interpretation is sure means rapture. If you find yourself not giving in to things like this world, to the gold that a lot of men bow down to, and the silver, and the wood, and the clay. Men make images, and these images have value, just like they'll kill an elephant, take the tusk alone and mold and shape it into a statue or something, and it holds value. Well, the dream and interpretation being sure means that Christ has to come back. That when he come back, that is a rapture. Not the second coming when he stepped foot on Mount Moriah or Mount Olivet, but when he just come in the air and the Christian community and all the children meet him in the air. So think about that. Everything you have is iron mixed with clay. That means a Messiah is involved and stronger than that community. And that means that a snatching away can happen, because he had a dream that a rock made without hands fell down and crushed the world. But that rock continued to go. That's Christ, and that's the rapture. So, no, like I always do, I'm not going to edit this video. I'm just going to name it and load it up, and you think about that. Thanks again for your time. In Jesus Christ's name, I thank you. Amen.